Joseph Colombo's story is one of ambition, contradiction, and the dangerous allure of public attention. A tale that unfolded in the shadows of New York's underworld and exploded onto its most public stages. Born in Brooklyn on June 16, 1923, Joe Colombo came from humble beginnings. His father, a member of the Professi crime family, vanished under mysterious circumstances when Joe was just a boy, leaving behind an enduring legacy in the tightly knit world of organized crime. After serving his country in the US Coast Guard during World War II, Colombo returned to Brooklyn, but the promise of a straight life quickly gave way to the temptations of the criminal world. He began with small-time hustles, numbers gambling, hijacking, fencing stolen goods. It was a familiar path, one trodden by many young men seeking power and respect in neighborhoods where opportunity was scarce. But Colombo possessed a keen sense for both business and loyalty, and these qualities propelled him through the ranks of the Professi family. By 1964, through a combination of strategic alliances and, at times, ruthless efficiency, Joe Colombo became the head of the family. The organization would soon come to bear his name, the Colombo crime family. As boss, Colombo presided over an empire that blended the illicit and the legitimate. His reach extended from sports gambling and loan sharking to interests in at least 20 legitimate businesses scattered across New York City. But what set Joe Colombo apart from other Mafia dons wasn't just his knack for business. It was his unprecedented willingness to step into the limelight. In 1970, Colombo made a move that would both define his legacy and seal his fate. He founded the Italian-American Civil Rights League, a bold initiative aimed at combating what he called the unjust persecution of Italian Americans by law enforcement and the media. For decades, mob bosses had operated under a strict code of silence, believing secrecy was essential to survival. Colombo shattered this tradition. He marched in rallies, spoke to reporters, and appeared on television, casting himself as a defender of his community against discrimination. To some, Colombo was a hero, a man willing to stand up for his people. To others, especially within the Mafia, his actions were reckless and dangerous. The very visibility that served as his shield in public became a target on his back in private. Law enforcement, already keenly interested in organized crime, focused even more attention on Colombo and his associates. Within the Mafia, old feuds simmered and rival factions, especially the notorious Gallo brothers, saw an opportunity to strike. On June 28, 1971, Joe Colombo took the stage at an Italian Unity Day rally in Columbus Circle, the very public he had courted now his audience. As he prepared to speak, a young man named Jerome A. Johnson approached and shot Colombo 3 times at close range. Johnson was immediately killed by Colombo's bodyguards, but the damage was done. Colombo survived, but the bullets left him paralyzed. He lingered for nearly 7 years before succumbing to cardiac arrest in 1978. The assassination sent shockwaves through both the criminal underworld and the broader public. While the official story pointed to Johnson as a lone gunman, few doubted that the hit was orchestrated by Colombo's enemies within the Mafia. His boldness, his break with tradition, and his hunger for public recognition had made him a liability. In the world of organized crime, secrecy is power. And at